Oh my gosh, I'm alive. Whoa. The world might be a little bit real. Isn't that crazy? Ahem. Hello, JDs and Gentlemen, and welcome back to Coven SMP. My game's lagging a good bit again. It does that sometimes. I think I might just need to fiddle with some of the settings. That's not... Why did I look for controls, actually? I'm gonna turn up the frame rate. I could have sworn that I could have turned that up.
No,
My roommate just walked in, and I wanted to make sure that he knew that I was streaming so that he didn't, like, walk in and light the house on fire. You know, as roommates often do, of course. Anyway. Why do I feel shorter than usual? Okay, whatever. So I have done a good amount of work recently. First off, this suspicious-looking mound is actually my andesite farm. Fun fact. I still probably need to figure out how to, like... Ah, there we go. How to make it like an andesite farm. Additionally, we are actually going to hop on the train. I wasn't expecting the train to be here yet, honestly. But it is here, so I guess we're dealing with that. You know, now we just gotta, like, wait. And let's also hope that it doesn't do that, like, weird, like, crazy laggy thing. It's doing that weird, crazy laggy thing. So yeah, I made a fence up there that's like the upper bounds of the place, of the, what's it called, of the shopping district. I also, like, rearranged the rails. I don't remember if I did this, like, in my last stream or not, because it's been a while since I streamed. Anyway, so I basically just went in and I, like, rearranged the rails so that the train can actually turn around properly. Hello, Chelly. You should say hi to Chelly. Hello, Chelly. How you doing? When is the train leaving? Oh, like now. Hop on. Whoop. I need to go in and, like, make the tracks look a little bit nicer. Because, like, right now they kind of just look... They kind of just look, you know? Like, this area especially, I think I need to, like, light up and such. But we are now approaching spawn. Well, okay, I don't know what it... I don't know what it just did there, but... This is Spawn Station. A lot of work has been done on Spawn. I made this train station recently, and I do like its color palette. Oh, this is a new building. What's this one? Is this somebody's house? Hmm. Okay, anyway, what's going on with this, like, message board looking thing? Okay. Oh, a gas lamp. Interesting. It's kind of concerning that there's, like, thundering going on, you know? Because, like, how is there thunder going on? Okay, let's see here. Excellent. Materials checklist. Source jar and a couple of warp scrolls. Interesting. Anyway, I believe that this is the teleport back to the burrow. So let's just warp in here. There we go. So today, what I would like to do is I want to, like, I'll be honest, I probably want to move this entirely. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is I'm going to move this whole array. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. What else needs to be done here, though, is the other question. Boop. And then let me literally just, like, chuck some of this stuff in there. Real quick, I do want to, like, grab some of these. I don't know why I had, like, the... Well, no, I guess I do know why I had the one torch, because, you know, it was what was there anyway. So, what I would like to do is I want to make, you know, like, various little mounds and stuff, and probably cover more things in Podzol. So let me kind of just deposit, like, all of this stuff for now. Boink. Boink. And then another thing that I want to do is I want... Right, yeah, that counts as an update, doesn't it? Eh, where's fiberglass? And then fibre glass block for ventilations. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I also kind of want to actually, like, move this garden somewhere else. Just because, like... I don't know, hang on, how do I put this? Yes. I feel like I would like to have, like, a dedicated location for a garden to be in. Also, I don't know if I've shown this off yet, but, this is Skyweave. It's just, like, actually, like the sky, just straight up the sky. And so I kind of really want to fill the laboratory, like, have a room in the lab that's, like, suddenly you're just outside. That would be cool. That's not where I meant to put all of it. Another thing that I actually would love to do with the lab is I think there's gonna be a chain conveyor that goes from here and like goes down and around underneath the house into the labs. Interesting. Huh. I wonder what that's for. That way I can actually put things in the lab and like, use the lab and not have to always run up and down for materials and stuff. Potentially even eventually turning the lab into, like, my workshop area. That could also be nice. So I don't really need a spawn warp scroll right now. So let me toss all of that in. This coffer is kind of just full of a little bit of nonsense. Okay. Yeah, oh, absolutely. PvZ is a phenomenal game. I have been specifically playing Plants vs. Zombies 2 Reflourished lately, actually, which basically just goes in and removes all of, like, the bad gameplay decisions that EA forced upon it, really. What can I do with lettuce? Just make some freaking sandwiches, dudes. Microtransactions. Yeah, exactly. Sandwiches. Anyway, I'm gonna put the sandwiches in my backpack. Why didn't I just put that in there? Hmm. Oh. Um. Okay. So, what do we need to take care of first? Let's spend the first little bit doing some boring stuff. So we're gonna need more chain conveyors, probably. And almost certainly more chains as well. Let me double check something. Macro transactions? Yeah, honestly, pretty accurate, I'd say. Let's see. Connect shafts above. Hold. Okay. Let's just make like a full stack and see how far that gets us. Okay, let's see here. And then I'm gonna need this guy. How do you make these? I'm gonna make like a couple more of these real quick. Let's make 4 more. I did also just process that I think each one of these adds more and more stress to this. So I may actually patch the whole system in alongside my windmill as well. Okay. Let's see here. Break that. And that. And then the wall. I could have sworn that I saw a name, like, right there down below me. That was a little bit creepy for a second there. Um... And then we'll make more of these chain conveyors. And if I just do this... Yeah, now it's overstressed. But it's not, like, inside. Okay. The next thing I need to test is if I just use second tier of Silk Song and put that, like, there, will it connect? Yeah, okay, so it can go through blocks. And it can go through blocks. Awesome. Okay. So in that case, my next test is what if I literally just, like... And then I think I actually need, like, a... Oh, look, Matt's here. Awesome. I can just cast Benui. Bling. Oops. Wrong thing. We need to do just a few more instances of this. Actually, hang on a second. What if literally what I do is I just... take it all the way down here? To this. I'm gonna take it all down here to this lab area that I'm making. I think this is the middle part of... So I'll take that. I am shocked that I actually managed that. And now I can just drop down here. Oh, frick, too far apart. Okay. So this is too far. Got it. So I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna make touch, conjure mage block. Block. Slope too steep. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Imagine if it's only too far apart by a single layer of blocks. Oh my gosh, that would have been kind of awful, actually. Oh, hey, is that? Yeah, it is. Hang on. I want some copper. Copper is tasty and good for consume. Also, I'm not actually gonna fill in the whole thing all the way up. Because I did also just realize that, like, I kind of do need it to connect to the windmill. So I'll put you here, and that can connect. And then I can go here. Oh, I'm hungry for ratatouille. And then I just do this. And then I need to, like, actually be able to walk in this area. Now what I want to do is I'm actually going to go disconnect that so that these aren't, like, actually potentially a problem. And then I'm gonna drink more water. Because I woke up with a sore throat this morning. Anyway, let me look at, like, my world map. So first off, is a couple of blocks below me. There, that's what I need to know. I just need to know rough locations of things. Leads me here. And then a little bit more this way. And then over here some more. And then just going down a little bit again. It's really nice that stuff like this for Create lets you, like, it's how do I put this? It's really nice that I don't have to keep, like, holding the chains the whole time for this, you know? It's actually really helpful. Okay, now what I need to do is I'm going to go back up all the way. And real quick, I'm just gonna make a waypoint. How do I... Whoa! Oh my gosh, yeah. That's wild. Okay, that's how I do that. What's my waypoint button? I really don't remember. New waypoint. It is not bound. Okay. No, hang on. I can just press... I just messed something up. Hang on. Waypoint. New waypoint. There we go. Okay, press U. Okay, something's weird here. It's not working! Okay, like K, no, L. Yeah, that'll work, and then I need to change advancements off. There we go! That's so weird. Okay, now we just have a temporary waypoint for me to keep track of. Also, speaking of waypoints, I haven't needed this andesite cave waypoint in a long time. Oh, so actually, it's right... Right there. Okay. So basically what I want to do is I want to... That was silly of me. Okay, you know what? I was a little bit off, but that's okay, because I can literally just go in here and do this. So I'll need, like, some chain conveyor stuff real quick. Which, no, hang on. I have a thing here. There we go. I got caught on, like, an individual pixel. Chain conveyor, these, couple of those. And then I'll need, like, some gear shifts as well to, like, turn the... Oh, wait, I already have vertical gear shifts. Gearboxes, they're called gearboxes, not gear shifts. Right, anyway. Okay. Yoink. We'll grab all of this stuff. And then give me just a moment. Okay, there we go. I might have accidentally, like, unmuted myself instead of actually muting myself. Whoops. Wow, I'm genuinely surprised that worked. Yoink, yoink. And then we will take one vertical gearbox, one shaft, now we can check and see if we're actually able to connect anything, and if we're not, then I'll literally just throw up a gearbox again. Oh my goodness gracious, it is still overstressed? What the frick? Holy crap, how many stress units does this thing need? Holy crap, like genuinely, how many stress units does it need? I think I still have a stressometer. Yoink. And then literally I run into the wrong room. Silly me. Also silly. Oh, hang on. That can't be correct. That's not correct. There's no way that this network only has 512 stress units. Something's gotta be going wrong here. Let me disconnect some things. Why are you not moving? Oh my gosh. What the heck? What's going on? Boink. Okay. Let's see here. What's going on with you, darling? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, there was the problem. That was the problem. Okay, so I did actually need... Yeah. Okay. Yep, there it was. Let's see here. Go for block. Okay, so that worked. And this is all still way overstressed. So I think that means that this needs another gearbox, because otherwise it would be rotating the wrong direction. And to my understanding, when things would rotate in the wrong direction, it just, like, breaks a component. There we go, it's all working, and now let me just smack on a stressometer. Okay. Yep, now it's all fully functional again. Lovely. And I should probably replace the wall. And also, even more important, I can actually also, like, put things in storage now again. Which, put things in storage now again is very helpful, by the way, if you're wondering. That is not the right direction. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm just, like, lighting this area up so that we don't eventually have monsters spawning in it. Okay, next up... Okay. So if I literally just, like, throw this there... Slope is too steep for that. So I think what I could do is I can have it go up this way some. So that one can connect. And then I think what I could do is I can just make, like, another receiver room here. And connect this. And I'll need to, like, do this again. Oh my gosh, is it still too steep? It's still it's still even. Okay, in that case, I can have a receiver room. What about, like, over here, actually? Hang on. So have it so that, like... Well, no, hang on. No, no, no. Give me a second to go at, like, make my brain function again. Because I would like to have... You know, like a ground floor receiver room. I could have it go out that way and then around this way. That could work. It's gonna be, like, a lot slower, though, is like the big downside. Okay. Yep. 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 And then I think I can get this up there. Yep. Oh, I also forgot to turn on the music. Frick, hang on. I should do that soon. There we go. And then I'm gonna need, like, one more little bit for that, like, one more thing for that last bit. I did see some stuff that I want, though. Come on. There we go. And then I need silk song to just grab this iron. Okay. Another thing that might be kind of fun to do is, like, hollow it out so I can actually travel up along the lines. But that's a problem for future me. Bunny. Ow. Okay, that one was lag. Let me just, like, grab my warp scroll instead and use that. Let's see here. So I don't actually have... I swear, I'm just always gonna be, like, running out of this stuff. Oh, wow, now I have more stone than I have, anything else. I also finally realized that, stuff in your storage container is ordered in, like, how much do you have? So whatever you have the most of is gonna be higher up. And so if you have, like, one single tomato, it's gonna be one of the lowest items you can get. So I want to put that in, and then that. Excellent. Awesome. Put that back in my bag. You know what might actually be kind of fun to do is have it so that I build this, like I take this down from here and I build it down in my lab and or potentially workshop. And then what I can do is I can actually rig things up so that, oh, do future you a favor by making sure that present you does things so that future you doesn't complain about past me. That hurts my head, monster. Monster, I'm just gonna keep putting things off for them to be a problem for future me. It's okay, future me will understand. They used to be past me. Anyway, so what I think could be fun is put my crushing array downstairs again. Again? I don't know. Put my crushing array downstairs so that it's like all cool and fun and stuff. More accurately, so that I can actually patch it in with this network and just have it automatically export things back out. No, I'm pretty certain that packages can get through solid blocks. Do I need to go test that, though? Yeah, hang on. Let me go test that real quick. I also, like, put on some tunes or something. Oh my gosh, I have a bunch of cucumber still. Let me put on, like... There's not... There we go. Hey, no, 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 no. No, don't do that. Why is it not skipping? I really love it when YouTube, like, doesn't function properly and then is like, hey, if you would like me to function properly, then you should pay for it. Dum ba da dum dum. Do 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 do. Biddy dee 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 doo. Biddy dee 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 doo. Biddy dee 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 doo. Biddy booty doo. Diddy da na 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 na. Ba na 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 da da doo. Biddy dee 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 doo dee doo. Do 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 do. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be showing you a creative mode testing world that I have set up. Fun fact! Excuse me. Fun fact about, the Terralith add-on mod data pack thingy. It actually does not allow you to do any other generation style, no matter what settings you use. So in order to create this world, I actually, like, I genuinely had to go in and remove Terralith for a bit. Wow, this thing has crazy range. Anyway, so I need... a creative motor, a chain conveyor. Let me, like, also get a... No, hang on. And then I need this guy. Hang on, sorry, my dragon just fell. I have, like, a little dragon that sits on my computer. His name's Peter. He protects my computer from, I don't know, ghosts or something. I'm gonna have an infinite supply of, like, bees. This man's name is Bees. And then I think I need a sign. Not the bees. This guy goes here. And then I need another packager and a barrel. And then I have that attached to this with this man attached to it. And then I think this man needs to be named Then I need chain. I think the song just ended, so real quick, we're actually gonna go back to... Was this it? No. Yeah, here we go. Starbound music. Very pretty stuff. I love it. Sure, why not? We'll make it out of barrels. No, hang on. We're gonna use shafts. Boop, boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. This man needs to be named Bees. This man needs to be named not the... Now, if I go here, one of these needs to be powered. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so if I go here and I say I want 2 bees, this should be... Okay, what did I do wrong? So it's going home, so this guy actually needs to be labeled as home, then. Let's try that again. 1 bee this time. Bow, bow. Hello, bees. Don't worry about that. I'm actually going to replace it with, like... Really? No? What about, like... Yeah, let's just do lettuce. Let's just do infinite lettuce, actually, just so that I don't have, like, infinite spawn eggs forever. Okay, next up is a wall of solid stone. And I think if I have goggles on... Hang on real quick. I'm going to have it so that you are taking from over here. Your name will be home. You are taking from over here, and your name will be bees. And let's once again just double check and make sure that they can both send and receive things properly. Awesome. Okay. And I just am going to absolutely, like, fill this area with stone. To the extent where the only thing that is not stoned, the only thing that is not covered in stone, is, like, the one actual block there. And then I'm also just gonna make a button as well. Huh? Hey, no, give it... Where are you going? Oh my gosh, right, you don't have an address, so obviously that's exactly what it's gonna do. I'm still keeping the names, by the way. It's still called bees. Okay. Now, if I just, like, break you... Put you in here, press the button. Now it'll be labeled as bees, and so it should be able to go through the solid stone wall and get voided out. Now, I'm going to order a scary number of bees, or a scary number of lettuce, and let's just kind of see... Just kind of see what happens. Oh, wow, it's actually working. Huh. Also, terribly sorry about the loud noise, Jades and Lentilman. Something fell over. Give me just a few moments. Okay, there we go. So it does look like I can literally just fill in all of this stuff. Sometimes I think that it would be very fun to be able to have it so that, like... What's it called? So that belts could carry things vertically. I just think that'd be a funny thing to be able to do. Hup. Boop. And then it goes here. You guys able to... Hang on, just one moment. My roommate forgot to close the door when he left. Rip. Okay, and it does remember that. Good to... Okay. I think that I probably shouldn't be streaming on Saturdays because it sounds like my roommates are all home on Saturdays, and they are a little bit loud at home on Saturdays. But, you know, it's probably fine. I'll make sure that things work out. This is also not the song that I've remembered it being. Should I just casually sing? There we go. The song is called Starbound. It's from Starbound. Yo, dog, I heard you like Starbound, so I put some Starbound in your Starbound. Maybe someday I will replay Starbound. Like play it on stream. That could be kind of nice, actually. I don't know when I made this tomato sauce. Okay, let's see here. I will just fill that in. There we go, and now nobody can tell, and hopefully nothing will ever go wrong right there, because if it does, it'll be a big problem, because I won't know. Anyway, so now I need a blaze burner, another frog port, a packager, and then I also need a stock link. Sorry, I need... Okay, it's... Luckily, I actually know how to make that one. And a barrel. And then I need... glass... gold... And then I need this man, and that man. Throw that in there, throw all of these in there. I also wanted to put the cardboard in there, rip. I also actually just realized that I don't need a second stock transmitter. I don't need a second stock link, I just need a stock ticker that this guy gets onto. And then I do need a packager. Boop, boop, boop. Right? Yes. And then I think I also need a sign. And it's literally just like, yeah, oh, and then I'm gonna need like a, you know, like a barrel and other things. A barrel, I'm gonna need redstone. Button. And then I don't actually need that or that. Oh. Hang on, wait, I do still need... this and that. Man, you guys, I am such an expert at, like, grabbing everything that I need all at once. Hup, hup. And then do that. Okay, where is it? It's over here. Awesome. Make a chain conveyor here. Connect it up, and then I will get a barrel that is facing the wrong direction, gosh darn it. Also, apparently there's lava nearby, and I might either fix that or encourage that. Yeah, for now, I will literally just do that. Make a packager. Put a sign on it that I think just says storage 1. This is gonna be called the Lab Oratory. No, I'm just gonna call it the Lab. Oh, interesting. It can be set to only send. It can be set to send and receive or just send. Honestly, kind of love that. Gosh darn it! I need the thing. I needed to link the lonk. I needed to lonk the thonk before we donk a honk. Don't worry about what any of that was supposed to mean. I may not be entirely certain myself. Let me also literally just, like, go in here and, like, grab a few stacks of cobble. Freck. I am so good at everything right now. Excellent. Hup. And now I have the really fun time, where I have to figure out exactly what all of the different things were here. So I'm gonna make, like, a quick note of that, actually. Ars Nouveau. Create. Eatables. Melum. Minecraft. Misk. Honestly, I'm actually probably just going to entirely remove this one. Because, like, I'm gonna have to keep updating it, you know? So we'll do Quark, and then witchy things. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 list filters. Not list, attribute filters. And I need 6 more. This is, like, really, like, chill and slightly somber music, and I don't think that it matches, like, anything. Here we go. Hang on. No, we're restarting that. It's so weird sometimes when, like, the game lags and you just hear the door opening 2 or 3 times. Okay, so we'll do that, and that's all 6 of them that we need. So I can just store some of these, actually. I'm also thinking that this song might, like, also be too much, if I'm being totally honest. What the place where it rained? Okay. That doesn't sound like actual music either. One moment. Okay, so I need something from Create, something from Ars Nouveau. I need something edible. I need just something from Blocks You Need. I need something from Minecraft. I need something from Bewitchment. I need something from Malum, and I need something from... Where's Quark? Where's something from Quark? There we go. Oh. Oh, yeah. I forgot to actually give it an address. Okay, one moment. I very well may have just lost those packages in a wall of solid stone forever. Yippee! Please don't have gone all the way through. Please just be spinning around right at the entrance. Yes! Okay, that's really good. I was, like, genuinely pretty worried about that. Huh. I guess... I don't know. I don't know what that sign is actually supposed to do, then. There we go. Spleesh. Okay, so this needs to be something that can be eaten. And we can add it to the list as... eatables. This is something from... Malum. And we can add it to the list as Malum. This is something from Ars Nouveau. Maybe I should be doing all these at once. Ars Nouveau. I think we still need Minecraft. Interesting, there's 2 different flavors of blocks you need. Blocks you need... Quark. Is that Quark or was that Bewitchment? Bewitchment, not Quark, sorry. Bewitchment. Blocks you need. And I should actually make sure that these are like similar setups, so this one should be called Witchy Things. Minecraft. And then this, those 6. I think I needed 2 more. Okay, and now I need to, like... Okay, so I need more brass nuggets, which I only have, like, a few of... No, I need more wool, actually, sorry. I wonder how long this will actually take to, like, order. There it is. Zoom. Zoom. It would be fun to time how long it usually takes for these sorts of things, and then set up, like, a little loading bar, actually. Hang on. That's phenomenal. I love that. Added by create. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that you would do full stacks at once. Okay, we need to throw in create. Quark. And genuine question, and am I able to literally just... Okay. Create needs to go way up, Quark needs to go up by, like, 1. There we go! Now I can just toss some of this stuff in there. I didn't really previously have a good way of testing to see when it'll actually get there. And it is starting to get a little... Okay, there it is. It takes just long enough that you start to wonder if it's coming at all. Got it. Hello, little man. Okay, so now, I would like to time how long it takes for me to get an item. Hang on a second. I need a stopwatch. Clockwork bearing. You know, that's funny. The idea of having a big clockwork bearing that I'm waiting on is really funny. So now I need to time it. As soon as I see it in the barrel. It takes about 18 seconds. So now the real question is there like a specific thing that I can use for a timer like that? A pulse timer sounds promising enough. Let's see how this works. Repeatedly emit short pulses. Using a value panel, the time interval can be configured. Powering the input side will pause and reset them. Right-click the circuit base to invert the output. Okay, you know what? That's gonna be something that I do way in the future. Present me actually is going to shoot a mining laser at that piece of iron right there. Touch. Okay. Next up, I want to figure out how I, like, get up out of here. I think that the idea of using, like, an elevator is fun, just because elevators are cool. And because I never really use elevators very often. Is the thing ending? Yes. Now don't end. It's illegal and against the law. Me when I'm watching the last episode of Gravity Falls. Don't end. It's illegal and against the law. So I need to figure out what material I actually want to make this place out of. I kind of want to use lab rat panels, which is kind of why I've been collecting moonstone. But I don't think that's the only thing that I want it made out of, you know? Okay, so if I were to create just like an elevator right here, where would it come out of? Alternatively, I could literally just use, like, a portal. I could just have a portal that puts me, like, back into the broom closet. It's not a bad idea. So I need to figure out how to actually do that. Oh good, it's raining again. It's not like it never rains. Actually, I don't think it's been raining as much lately, which is nice. And then I need this. And then I think I also need, like, a ton of source to open the portal. So, I mean... Alternatively, it would be really funny to, like, have it be here, so I come out of, like, the wrong location. That would also be a phenomenal bit. Ow. Anyway, let's see here. I might actually need more of this stuff. No, I can manage it. So I go... And I break this. Whoa! I kind of didn't expect that to work, actually. Wow. And then I literally just go straight through here, and it just spits me out of this broom closet, which I think I'm actually gonna renovate. Like, yeah, I think I am going to keep it so that I can just access this easily and, like, you know, potentially rework some things later. My big concern is, like, can I, like, move this without having to reset all of the other ones? Maybe I should just test that right now. Actually, can't I just... There we go. I connect it to that network. And now what I can do... Let's see, this man is called Storage 1. Okay, now I should be able to still send and receive items properly. Okay, awesome. And I'm now also able to, like, actually expand this way without, you know, having to rework half the mound. I also don't actually think that that sign is, like, required. Is it? Hang on. It is required. That was some... That's some... Lindikickening. That's some big frickin' Lindikickening. It sounded close, so I want to make sure that my house isn't on fire. Well, it's not on fire this time, so it's probably all okay. Anyway, I also want to actually make this, like, faster, I think. Faster and or more efficient when I inevitably rebuild it soon. Okay, let's see here. This needs to go back to where it belongs. The factory. Bum, bum, bum. Still about 50%. Awesome. I think eventually I might also move the factory down as well. And just have it so that, like, all of my stuff is downstairs below me. Except for that, and I really only covered it up instead of moving it just because it was a hassle to make in the first place. Anyway. One moment, I do need to test something. Or check something. Let me open up my work email. Because apparently I've actually gotten like potentially gotten a very important one. But I'm not seeing it anywhere. Okay, that's strange. I don't know why I suddenly was like, hey, wait a minute, why am I like, hey, wait a minute, is that fire? I love fire. So, let's see, what material do I have a lot of that isn't spruce? What can I do with stone? What interesting things can I do with stone? I can make stone bricks. I guess. I don't really want to make stone bricks. I could, like, make end stone, potentially. Is there anything interesting I can do with end stone? Not really. It looks like basically all of the stuff I can do with end stone requires things from the end. Well... I'm gonna save that. What about blocks you need? Speaking of things I need, I do needs that. Because I want to set that, you know, out. Because this is, like, right where the train connects, and so I want to put, like, little warning tapes there. What else could I use, potentially? I could theoretically, like, use dark oak and have it be, like, a darker mirrored palette. Or, like, pale... I could use, like, copper and pale wood. Huh. Not a terrible idea. Okay. Yeah, I'm down for that. Oh, I guess I also had Hexerai in there as well, but it's probably okay. Self bounce. Boing. And then this one, I'm actually going to make it into touch. Grow AoE. AoE. And I will call this one, I am the Lorax. Alternatively, I could use create for this. Hey! Rude! Impolite! I'm trying to not sleep here, come on! Just... Gosh darn it, like, you know, they just don't, like, no common decency, you know? So impolite. Would you interrupt somebody when they were trying to not sleep? Oh, okay, that's really loud, you guys. Jeez. Yes, we get it. You're loud. No, that's not what I'm... Ow. Maybe I should be doing this somewhere that isn't the burrow. Yeah, maybe I'll just, like, wander off into the woods and do this somewhere. Oh my gosh, my map is still set to that, huh? Why did I go sideways? Yeah, I'll go to, like, the forested highlands out there. Ah! Oh no, I fell and hurt myself. Just kidding, I didn't hurt myself. Is there, like... any, Oh, there is. Hang on, you know what? I am going to... head home real quick. Oops. I'm gonna head home real quick and get incredibly distracted. Oh, I'm falling through the world again. Yippee. Okay, so let me toss a bunch of stuff off. Yeah, I could have sworn that I had, like, a bush. Wet moon. Moon dust. That's not what they used to call me in high school, but, like, I could say that it was, and none of you would ever know whether or not I was lying. I mean, aside from the fact that I did just say that they didn't call me that in high school, but, you know. Boing. I don't know why it did that, where it was, like, suddenly just refusing to... Ow, stop it. Where it was suddenly, like, refusing to let me actually, like, use the thing. Anyway, time for me to do some archaeology. Archaeology. Like, archaeology, though, but, like, that name sounds weirdly familiar for some reason. Did I, like, used to know someone who goes by archaeology? Or, like, were they in a podcast I listened to? I actually don't know. Whoa, a book! Whoa, bones! Oh my gosh, a stick? I'm starting to think that it may not be worth it, you guys. How would I fix archaeology if I were to do something with it? I would add, like, unique treasures that you can get. Like, whoa, a bowl. That's so good. So what I would do is I would go back and I would add more suspicious-looking blocks to structures that already exist. And there would be, like, unique treasures in each structure. So, like, you know, for example, let's say, like, we could put suspicious-looking gravel inside of ocean monuments, and that can give you more prismarine. Or, like, maybe very rarely it could give you a trident, or it could give you, like, guardian spikes that let you use it, or that let you craft/repair a trident. That could be cool. In all the mods 10, I want to say, you can go to an ancient city and there's suspicious-looking gravel. That is how you, like, basically get some of your upgrades for the pack. I think, or suspicious-looking, not gravel. What's it called? But hang on, I've already been, okay. Suspicious-looking clay, that's what it is. Where that's how you get, like, an Alvamodium upgrade template, I believe. Or, like, you know, have it so that, like, oh, in this specific structure, there's, like, this unique treasure that you can get from, like, here's a treasure enchantment, you know, oh, this place gives you mending, isn't that helpful? Because mending's, like, actually cool. You know, this place used to be a library, like, make it so that it could maybe give me, like, enchanted books? Iron string lanterns, that's not bad. I'm also gonna take these, candles, because candles are cool. Gorp. Reb Gorp. Or, like, you know, just have it so that, like, you can actually get, like... Actually, this one is something that I'm saying more to the mod developers than to, like, Mojang developers, but, like, this structure would be so cool to be able to be getting armor trims from. And, like, most of the reasons why I'm actually still in here scavenging for stuff is because I'm actually really hoping that I'm just incorrect and, like, getting bad rolls on stuff. The rarest thing that I have gotten is bottles. Like, I've gotten 2 bottles, everything else I've gotten several of, about 4, usually. I guess I only got 1 lead. No, I think I got a lead from a chest, though. Remember back when when archaeology was being showcased like 4 years before it came out, and they were like, check it out, you're gonna get, it's like, look at this, I found a diamond block, that's not gonna be the final result, and everyone went, oh my gosh, the final result, we're gonna be getting diamond blocks. And I'm sitting there, the one person who actually listened to the presentation, going, no guys, we're not getting diamond blocks, but okay, sure, excite yourself over nothing. Oh, hang on, actually, did somebody already loot this one? Because this structure... Oh my gosh, no, somebody already got this one. Shoot. This structure actually usually has, like, skeleton parts and stuff that I think are very cool. Very cool. This is the exact structure that's at spawn. But, like, the one at spawn has, like, a rift. Interesting. Anyway, let me, like, throw all of this nonsense into my backpack for now. And or my coffer. I just kind of wanted that one out of the way more than a... What is ribwort? What is ribwort? I can dry it into bone meal. I can cook it into ribwort tea. Hello, sir. You have basically nothing of value to me. Wild nettle. What can I do with wild nettle? I can make nettle tea that is just instant health. Oh, I'm feeling tired. I swear, if I'm getting sick, I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, my throat feels weird still.
Which, if it were just from me, like, sleeping weird... Yeah, if it were just from me sleeping weird, I probably shouldn't still be feeling this way. And my body's a little bit achy. I might have to end the stream relatively soon. Cut things quite a ways short, just so that I can, like, you know, take a shower and get some rest or something. Make sure that I'm not getting sick. I do kind of wish that there were, like... There it was. I hit that guy 3 times before the game registered it. I do kind of wish that there were a way to, like... keep a villager from... Oh. Interesting. What? Oh. Okay. So it still gives you experience, even if you, like, break the heart. Or even if you silk touch the heart. Okay, that's weird. Hmm. Let's see here. We'll just kind of start growing things. Actually, I don't know if I actually really need all of this AoE stuff. Okay, I might need at least 1 AoE. Cool. Interesting. I should absolutely just, like, put creaking hearts in somebody's base. Monster, if you're still there, don't tell anyone. I don't know if Monster's still there, though, because they haven't said anything in a while. And also that last message that they sent kind of sounded like a sign-off. Oh, hello, thank you. Fun fact about me, I tend to default to using they, them pronouns if I can't remember someone's preferred pronouns. Which is a lot because some days I'm doing good to remember what I ate for breakfast and or remember if I put on pants. Which, technically speaking, I didn't put on pants today because I'm wearing shorts, and also, I'm still wearing my pajamas. Because, like, you know, I'm just streaming today. I'm not really, like, doing anything interesting. Interesting. Like your mother, who's also a very lovely lady, and I would love to know her someday. That would be such a good bit to do. Like, make fun, like, like chatting with friends and just keep saying your mom about things. And then if they ask, just be like, well, it's because your mother sounds like a very lovely woman and I would love to meet her someday. Silk Song. Oh, hello. It keeps doing that, and it's very funny. I wonder if this is gonna be enough. No. No, I don't think it will be. I wonder how I can predict which ones will have a heart, you know? May not be a bad idea to test it. Sorry, I'm having a lot of trouble, like, focusing right now, and I think I might be getting sick, so I'm probably going to have to end out the stream here.
Sorry for, like, cutting it short, but thank you guys very much for coming.
If you are interested in more content from me, then you should, like, check out my YouTube channel. I'm also going to start actually uploading stuff to my VODs page from Coven SMP over the next week. I'm just going to, like, casually start uploading, like, stream VODs. That way people who haven't been able to watch them can still watch them. And also, I may not actually be able to continue with, like, the recaps of each episode. What I might do is I might take several streams and just condense them down into... Thank you, Windows Defender Summary, for interrupting me mid-sentence. Anyway, what I was saying is I might take several streams and, like, condense them down into just a brief highlight reel of notable events, such as Windows Summary interrupting me mid-sentence. Someday I hope to find a compilation of every time Windows Defender Summaries interrupt me mid-sentence, because I think we're up to 3 now. Let's see here. Let's just kind of, like, toss everything that isn't pale in there. Hollow Knight joke. Well, okay, most things that aren't pale. Okay, so... yeah, so check out my YouTube channel, check out my VODs channel as well. As a quick note, I did, like, upload a short video the other day talking about Sentinel Comics, which is something that I'm incredibly autistic about. I mean, incredibly interested in, and I really enjoy it, and I wanted to share it with people. So you should check it out, and, like, I don't know, leave a funny comment about it. Ask to see a specific character from it if you're familiar. That would be cool. Oh, hi, why is this there? Just why is that? Anyway, you know, usual shilling things. I've got a Patreon, I've got a Ko-Fi, I've got a Discord, I've got, like, a Twitch, twitch.tv/screwdriver streaming. Hello, birds. You should check things out. But as always, I'd like to thank you all again very much for coming, and I hope that you have a lovely morning, evening, and I'll see you again another time. Goodbye!